All right, well, greetings once again from Pennsylvania, and it is a beautiful Tuesday morning. I think today is April 6th, and we are up in Mocanaqua, PA. Say that 10 times in a row. Mocanaqua, up in Luzerne County. Right over here is the Susquehanna River. And I was here a number of years ago, maybe 2 years ago. I filmed some ruins up there in the woods. There's a loop trail here. Well, there's quite a few trails, it's not just one loop trail. I'm not sure why they call it the Mocanaqua Loop Trail. That's actually some ruins right above me, up on the hillside up there. Alright, but there are some really amazing ruins here that I haven't seen. I was, a number of times I mentioned Kathy, her channel. It used to be called Random Outdoor Fun, but she changed the name of it to, I think, Rustic Ventures. But she has a book that she had published, and she told me about these ruins several years ago. In fact, this is the place I first met her, just randomly at this parking lot. It wasn't not a planned meetup. We just kind of, she was leaving and I had just arrived. Anyway, let me show you the book, and on the front cover are the ruins that we're going to try and visit today. Yeah, so here's our book, Abandoned Ruins of Eastern Pennsylvania. And I guess I mentioned her channel changed names. It's called Rustic Ventures now, but this is where we're headed. Cool building. And we'll see some other buildings along the way, some that I filmed in the past. I'm not going to spend a ton of time there, but I want to get to these right here. Alright, so we're going to get going here in a moment. I'm going to quit yapping and get hiking because I got quite a bit of hike to get to those ruins. I do have the GPS coordinates for those ruins. I'll put those down at the bottom. I also have the GPS coordinates for this parking lot just in case. There's a lot of trails out there, a lot of area out there, so in case something does happen where I get turned around, I have those coordinates too. Alright, and there's, like I said, there's some ruins right above me too. I'm not sure we'll get to those today, but there's another channel called Amazing Pennsylvania. Him and his girlfriend were just up there filming those a couple weeks ago. Right up on top of the hill, there's some up there, so I'm not sure if I'll get to those. Like, there's just a lot I want to see today. Alright, so I've been wanting to get to these for a while, so let's get going. Oh, I should say this is part of Pinchot State Forest here in Pennsylvania, so it's public land. You're allowed to be here. Alright, let's get going. Alright, so just quickly, here is the parking lot. They do have like a little kiosk there. The trail, to get to the trail, you do have to cross the railroad tracks and head up that way past like a water treatment plant, but it's okay to walk past the rest of the trail. And let's get the railroad tracks here, and out there's the road that comes into here. Out there is Route 239, the town of Mocanaqua, and right there's the bridge that goes across the Susquehanna River. So that's where we are. Oh, and way up there are some of the ruins I was talking about, if you can make them up there. But like I said, I'm not sure if we'll get to those or not. And as always, if I see anything else cool along the way, I'll show that too. Well, we are past the water treatment plant and now into the woods. There's all sorts of evidence of coal mining out here. You get all these waste piles here, and you can see the coal on the trail. Coal mining was huge up here. That's what these ruins are too, if I forgot to mention that they're ruins of the coal mining days. Yeah, and just like that, here we are at our first set of ruins. There's some on this side and some on this side. I do like the building over here. I have filmed these in the past. I'm not going to spend a ton of time here. These are not our main objective. I think there's actually the ruins of a little building way up there somewhere, if I remember correctly. I filmed, and yes, there will be graffiti on these ruins, so it is what it is. But I always liked this one over here. And I'm not going to show you like a detailed account of the trails that I take here. There's a whole spider-webbed network of trails out here. Some are marked, some are not. It can get kind of confusing. But we'll just walk really briefly through here. This one always kind of reminded me of like a little church. It's not what it is, but... And yes, there'll be a lot of trash around here too. I like coming over here. That part always reminded me of a church, kind of. Even though it's not. Yeah, there's always something kind of just beautiful about old ruins. It's kind of, I don't know, like I don't know what to call it, like just a beauty to things that are abandoned sometimes. And there, of course, there are other remnants of buildings out here. Not sure what everything was. Alright, but this is not the main attraction for today. We're gonna keep on heading on. I got a long walk. We're gonna keep on. There's a cool view looking back. I gotta get a picture of that. Alright, so like I was saying, we gotta keep heading on up the trail. And hopefully, we take the right way. Like I said, there's a whole, like a labyrinth of trails out here. You could easily end up not knowing where you are. I did have a little hand-drawn map that I made. All right. Farewell to these ruins. Oh yeah, like I said, there is one up there. Let me zoom in quickly for you. Yeah, right there it is. There's like a little building that was up there. Alright. Time to get moving. Tell you what though, it's an interesting place. A lot of rock climbers come here. Yeah, on a pretty big trail right now, more like an old road, but all along the way there's other little remnants of abandoned buildings. I don't really know. That's a neat little door down there. Almost like one little office building or something. Once again, don't really know what this was. Alright, but it's not our main objective. If I take a picture or two though. Yeah, so we've come to a really large opening. There's a trail goes on that way, but I think this is where I need to find a trail that goes up that way. Looks like there's some vultures chilling out up there. Let me see if I can zoom in on them. Yeah, there's some. I can't tell from here what that is up there. Some kind of bird chilling out up there. At least I think there is. Alright. We'll zoom back out. We're gonna head up that way anyway. Well, before we head up that way, it looks like we can either go that way or down that way, but I'll figure it out when I get up there. But it looks like there's some more ruins down this trail just a bit. So let's quick check them out. I've never been down this far before. Like last time I was here, I didn't come all the way down here. And just another mystery building. Yeah, don't really know, once again, what it is, but alright, let's keep going to the main prize. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna scooch on down this way. I think that's the way I should go. I remember watching Kathy's video. I think this is what they ended up doing after they went through. I think they went where I just was initially back there. And then came back this way, so if not, I'll just have to
correct myself again. And yes, there's probably some stuff out here that I've missed. You know, some people say, oh, I can't believe you didn't see such and such. But like I said, there's just a maze of trails out here. And yes, there are coal mine openings out here. I passed one a little while back. A bunch of cold air coming out. There's still ice down there, but it was collapsed a little bit further in. And I don't really show those anymore. Don't really do much exploring those. You know, some people complained about that, but there's different reasons for that. One is just the powers that be, shall we say, don't really want you doing that, and I can understand why. There's safety issues involved with that. Not just with me doing it, but what am I, you know, encouraging other people to do potentially. So, and part of that too is just my channel. As my channel grows, it gathers more attention from people. You know, smaller channel can kind of get away with stuff like that. So that's why I don't film the coal mines anymore. I mean, that's kind of a summarization of it. Anyway, it is what it is. But they are here. My advice is just to stay out of them. You can peek in and take a look, but just, you know, better off just staying out of them. Yeah, I've been on this trail for a while now. It should spill it off soon. I don't think we're too far from the ruins, but you can see all kinds of, you know, scars in the earth here, if you want to call it that. Where they dug out the coal, and all these mounds out here are all artificial. They're from this area being dug out for the coal. Like I said, I don't think we're too far from a fork in the trail up here. And there's two sets of ruins up here. There's a smaller set, and then there's the main goal. Alright, so like seconds after I said that, I came to a split. So that is going to take us down to the main ruins. But we're going to go up here to some smaller ones. But I think there's a little side trail that does take us down to the big ones too. Now this trail's, I'm not sure what this trail's called. I guess it's the blue trail. White with blue. Yeah, some of these trails have markings and some don't. There's like a stake in the ground. Alright, let's see if I'm correct. There should be some ruins up this way of interest. Alright, so up ahead I do see the ruins we're headed to, the smaller ones, but then, I don't know if you can see, but up through the trees, up in there somewhere, I can see where we're headed to, the big ones. They're already showing up through there. Let me zoom in for you to see. You can see the windows. Yep, there you can see it through the trees, the windows. That's the main prize right there. But let's these look pretty cool down here too, though. Looks like they still have roofs on them and everything. And just before we get up here, I do want to make you aware of, like, here's one of these big pits. You know, they can be fun to explore, but just be careful, because sometimes these are, you know, what they call a subsidence collapse. There's actually a mine below there, and it's covered in leaves, but it could be an opening that leads to the depths. So you're better off just staying out of those deep holes. You never know what's at the bottom. It could be a false bottom, I guess is the way to word it. So just another little piece of advice if you come out exploring places like this. Just use caution. There's our building. Of course, it's covered in graffiti, even way out here. I'm gonna check my phone to see how long it took me to get out here. Alright, so pretty cool looking. I mean, it definitely looks like a little office building. Get my flashlight out in a bit here. Oh, maybe we won't need it. Yeah, this still has some wood on it. Oh yeah, the roof is collapsed over here. Yeah, all this here was the roof. It just kind of whoosh came down. Alright, just one last look at these. We'll go ahead and walk through again. Oh, it says Kathy. I wonder, I don't think that was the Kathy we're talking about, because she's not married to a Todd. Alright. I'll turn us around and get one last look at the front side here, which is kind of neat. Yeah, some other little relics out here, some old cans and stuff, but that view is pretty cool, minus the graffiti. Alright, so these are pretty cool, but let's get to those huge ruins. Those are the ones I really want to see and walk around. A labyrinth of ruins. It's a labyrinth of trails out here too, but I could walk back the way I came to that split, but I think there's another trail that connects down that way. I don't think if it's there or there, but anyway, we're going to go to the big guy next. That's why I came out here. Alright, let's get out there. Alright, so there are our ruins, and there is a little trail that goes up this way, so this is what we're going to take, I think, to get to the next spot there. I did walk further up. There is another split in the trail, but it doesn't take you down to where you need to go, so we're going to go this way. And of course, back there is the way it came from. I'm going to say about 2.5 miles to get here. Like it took me just under an hour and a half to walk out here, so roughly, you know, something like that. It all depends on how fast you walk too. So it is a decent hike. Alright, actually really looking forward to seeing these up here. Haven't seen a really awesome sight for a while. Maybe I'll just take you with me as we head up here so we can come upon it together. Oh, there it is, off to my left. You can see it up through the trees there, big old building. Yeah, that thing is huge. And my phone is ringing. So that is a huge building. I'll try to get you some shots for perspective-wise later. But man, we are definitely gonna be exploring that whole section down there, and then there's, yeah. All right, so I gotta find a place to stash my pack, get my light out, and go exploring. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, people got trashed the place too. Oh yeah, wow. I'll have to set the camera down here somewhere, walk up there so you can see how massive these ruins are. Alright, so hopefully that gave you some good perspective of how, at least how tall the building is. Well, let's get in there. Got my flashlight. It looks like the main area in here is open. Was once a roof of some sort maybe, but check that out. Of course it's not doing so well in some places, but we got some darker areas back there to explore. Looks like there's more over there to explore too a little bit. But yeah, try and get some pictures here in a moment. Don't know what this building was. Alright, I'm gonna get a few pictures and then I think we're gonna go in there. Alright, let's go check it out. I forget what's all back here. My voice is echoing already a little bit. Oh. Just, oh, it doesn't really go. I do my light on. Doesn't really go anywhere. Plenty of graffiti in here though. Okay, just a side room. But hey, it's got a, this part's got a roof yet. And it's got a view. A room with a view. All right. Kind of a weird little room. Let's head back this way. All these little cubby holes, well, they go into another section under there, back there. Hear a woodpecker off in the distance. Okay, just another little room. Definitely coal related. Oh, this is gonna be a squeeze. Oh, okay, there's a trail up here. Okay, here's down into the back area. Wow. Down in there. We were just down in this side over here, but here's the other side. Not sure if there's a way in there besides crawling through one of those little holes down there. But we're gonna try to find a way down there. We made it in through the little hole there. Oh, these look like almost like little piers for a trestle of some sort. Almost like these were little openings with a coal, like little bins in here for the coal. I'm not sure. I'll check it out. There's like a little smaller one over here. In the back there with a pipe coming out the top of it. Yeah, there's another one. A pipe coming out the top of it. Yeah, the leaves are moving. Oh, it sounds like someone else is in here with me. Yeah, it looks like you can probably get out that way too. Alright. Not many rooms to explore. Definitely a cool location. And there's looking up. Alright, so back on the other side. Walk around a little bit more. Let's see if there's any openings down below. I was hoping there'd be more like dark room areas to explore, but we'll see. I mean, I'll take this. This is pretty awesome. Oh, there is the. Let's go up to the front door. There's definitely a lot. There was definitely a lot more. You see all the. You can see all. It's full of brick and debris, so there was probably more inside this building than what there is now. This looks like the front door right here almost. Don't get too close. Yeah, I wonder. It almost had to have been. It looks like there's some concrete down there. Almost seems like there would have to have been some kind of steps coming up here. All right, let's go back out. Well, there was our one dark room we got to explore. Alright, so there's another look at it from that angle. Kind of love that angle. But I'm going to walk around a little bit more in the area, see if there's just anything else to see here that I've missed. Yeah, here's a shot looking from the bottom. That's pretty cool. And just one more shot from over here. Looks pretty awesome. Alright, well on that note, I'm going to head out. There are the ruins up there behind me. So I'll say farewell once I get closer back to where I parked, just in case I see something I missed along the way. I know there's more out here that I probably missed, but that's the way it is at places like this. There's so much out here to see. And I mentioned there's other ruins at the beginning. I'll probably, maybe I'll come back in a later video, go up to those, but I just want to head back to the parking lot. I got somewhere else I want to go today yet to explore a little bit, so I'm going to head to that location. Awesome place. Alright, well I made it back to that first set of ruins that we saw at the beginning. Made it back without incident, without getting lost. So, beautiful place to explore, beautiful ruins out there, but like I said, if you do come out here, just be careful. Don't do anything stupid. Alright, so I'm going to say goodbye to you here. Like I said, I do hope to get to one other location here after I have lunch somewhere. Anyway, thanks for coming along as always, and I will see you around again.